everybody, my name is Jamie Cloninger and I am the Board Game Man. Today we're going to look at a game that was originally made in 1978. It's called Bonkers, where it's never the same game twice. Let's take you to the gamer's table and I'll show you how to play it. Alright, we are at the gamer's table and here is the board game for this game is Bonkers. Now you can tell everything is empty. There are no playing pieces except for the couple go-to-loses that are on the board. And I'll tell you about that in one moment. This is why the game is different every single time you play it. Is every time you land on a spot, you actually get to pick one of these cards to place on there and then you follow the direction that's on there. So every game is totally different. You're not going to roll the same number every single time, and that's what makes this game a lot of fun. Now, the object of the game is the first player to score 12 points wins the game. Now, you can see you have the little markers inside there. It's similar to the Happy Days with the good old jukebox. It's kind of the same deal. I love the way this looks. It totally has a 70s look to it. This is the 2016 version, actually, but it's not doesn't look the same as the 1978, but it has the same exact rules, same everything. Just the board looks a little different than the 78, but it has the same concept. Now what you do is you're given 4 different player tokens: red, blue, yellow, and green. So we'll go ahead and play. Let's put the blue in there and we'll put green. We'll play with those two. Put the rest in the box. Now let me go ahead and show you how this works. So what you do is if player 1 will do with blue, player 1 rolls a 10. So what player 1 does is moves 10 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now what he plans on doing is he can choose any one of these. Each player starts off with a go to lose card, which I'll talk about that in a moment. And 4 of these little cards, some of them say back 3, forward, move ahead 4, and so on. So what you'll do is he's going to go ahead and put, let's see, ahead 4. So what he's going to do on this is he's going to put this space right here, and he's going to follow the instruction that's on there. So he's going to go move ahead 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then blue's turn is done. Now you go to green. Green rolls a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now what he can do, actually after you use one of your cards, you go ahead and take one of the cards from the pile here and replenish it. So you'll always have 4 and a go to lose card. All right. So player 2 looks at his. He says, you know what? I want to roll again. So he's going to take the roll again piece here, which I'll show you how that looks like. Roll again. He's going to place it right here, and he's going to follow the instruction. Roll again. 3. 1, 2, 3. So that's how the game starts. You just kind of, as the game goes on, you land on a certain spot, and then you pick a card, you put it on there, and then you replenish your card right here. Now, the object, what you really want to do is you want to land on these score spots here. Every time you land on a score spot, you gain a point. Now, there's another way you can score a point as well, is if you get double 6s. If you roll a double 6, you'll automatically get a point on the board, and you'll move the 12 spots. Now what happens is, say for instance, this is what happens in this scenario, is say you land on the ahead 4 space. Okay, you land here, and you land here as well, and you have a back 4 sitting here. This is called entrapment, which means you can be 1, 2, 3, 4, back 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going back and forth. If that happens, you automatically get 1 point on the bar, and you go to the forward spot of the entrapment. Okay, so you actually get a point that way as well. Now, if you see along the way, say blue's way back here, and he sees the green's all the way up here, and he's got some points going on, let's say green is up to like 5 points and blue is only at 2. He can only play this one card one time per game. It's the go to lose card. If you land on one of the lose point, which is, let's see, you got one here, and you also have the lose here. What happens is, say player 1 wants to play it because green is way ahead and green's way ahead here. He can play his go to lose card. He loses it for the rest of the game, but green would go to the lose spot and would lose a point on the board. So he would go back up to 4. Whoops. And I just flinged it off the table there. Okay, I just got it. So he would go back 1 space. Okay. So that's what happens when you lose a point, is if you lose on here or you go land on one of these spots. And actually, you always get one of these. Now, what happens if you get an exchange cards? See, you want to say, green lands here, and he wants to exchange a card. This card, what it does is you'll put it on here, and you can exchange this for any one of these that are on the board. Any of these things that might be on the board. Let's put some other ones on here. Say this was here, this was here, this was here. Whatever you want to do, you exchange this card for any of them on the board. So say he wants to go, okay, you know what, I want to, let's see, let's put this here. Let's put this here, move one. He could say, I want to exchange this for move ahead 1. So he takes this card, puts the ahead 1 here, puts the exchange card back where he found it, and he does what it says on the card. In this case, it would be ahead 1. He scores a point because he landed on a score, and he gets a point. And that's pretty much how the game goes. There's also go to start tokens as well, or cards, I should say, tokens. And that's pretty much it. You see, there's all sorts of different ones. Go to the nearest score, so you have that as well. But a lot of moving ahead, going back, a couple exchange cards, a couple go to the nearest score, go to lose, that kind of thing. You only have one of these per game, per player. And like I said, the first person that goes through the game and scores 12 points will win the game. And there you have it, the game of Bonkers from 1978. I do have to thank Norm from the Board Game Museum. I saw this on his channel, and literally, I believe it was like a day or two later, I came across it at a Goodwill for $4, and I pounced on it, and it is a fun game. And what I like about it is the replayability is through the roof, because it's never the same game twice. If you enjoyed the episode, please click on the like button down below. If you'd like to be notified of any future episodes, click on the subscribe button and the notification bell. And until next time, thank you so very much, and happy gaming!